these ones called to the 7 nations because of tithe and offering they bring. You must take them through complete training. Because 5-fold ministers are watching us. And you are wondering, how do you train the saints? Some 5-fold ministers fear saints who are in, you say, and I looked at Jeremy, I don't know why. When most 5-fold ministers meet this kind of people, they to tell them sweep. That's why in the KLF program, let the KFC people not hear what people were saying one time. That can we pay people to do some of the cleaning?
Hey.
If the school of 5-fold ones hear that you are suggesting paying people to do some domestics.
In Joshua generation.
After you've done that already in a kingdom academy, you did that. So why will you be so? I'm not saying that you won't, as you move up in your corporate ladder, have people doing something. But I'm saying there is a place, some exercises I will help you die to self.
The same way these 5-folders in training are the ones shouting here in front. I'm seeing them. These ones. There was also a group in your own who was this too much when they came in, the newbies, isn't it? We removed all of them from their training. All of them, we fired them from the training, from membership of Joshua.
They had to reapply.
They had to reapply.
You know,
what is this? Is too much.
That is the place of training that, anyway, one day we will teach on that. The Bible say, command and teach. Command. There's a place of teaching to train. There's a place of commanding the army. That's why we have commanders. Okay, Apostle Eric.
As all this is said, I'm feeling the pain of the saints. I'm already feeling for you. Oh my, the pain. But the only thing is you can't change the curriculum. And this curriculum was not written by men. This curriculum was written by God himself. He gave some to be apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, some pastors and teachers for the perfecting. So you don't perfect yourself. You are perfected. You don't make yourself. It is in following that you are made. Follow me, and I will make you. I find this interesting because all over the earth, in the body of Christ, people want the fruitfulness. People want the blessing. People want to walk in. I know my call. I know where God has. I know what I'm called to be. I want God to take me to the top of my mountain. I want God to use me significantly in this. I want the millions and the billions. Thy kingdom come. Occupy until I am born for such a time as this. After you've said all that, then you have to wake up. When you wake up is when you ask yourself, wait, who is it that you have been able to see a pattern of someone who discovered their calling and the next thing they were on top of their mountain? You are told about Joseph, all those pit primary whatsoever. That took him about 13 to 17 years. Chronological time. Now, I didn't say that yours has to be 13 to 17 years, but I can guarantee you, it's not going to be microwave. I can guarantee you. It's not going to be microwave. Look at David. Samuel goes and says, the next king is coming from this place. Jesse presents all his sons. None of them, Samuel even thinks this is the one. God says no. Finally, when David comes, and Samuel says, we won't sit down until that one comes. If you are David, if I was David, Albert, that's my moment. All of you had forgotten me. Look at me now. Who's smiling? Who's laughing? Then I arrive. The oil is poured on my head. If David knew what is coming, he should ask for handkerchiefs to be cleaning his tears. Do you remember David? After he goes and fights Goliath, the next thing the women are singing his praises. Next thing, Saul is aiming for his head with a javelin. Next thing, not so long from there, that David has become a caveman. He now lives in caves. Even the people who come to him at later stages are not people who reflect the oil. The people who come are depressed, they are distressed, they are discontent, their life is just they are in debt. That same David, who they poured oil on his head, because now he has lived like Taliban in the caves. Beards are growing everywhere. One time, he has to feign madness to save his skin. Because he comes across some other people who are not going to like him. He has to allow saliva to be drooling down his beard. That's the man who God said, I have found a man, Albert. That's the, whenever, one of my favorite books in the Bible is Psalms. Because, Psalms is like a roller coaster ride. One time, David is saying, the Lord said unto my Lord. He's prophesying, powerful. The next moment, he's saying, oh Lord, why have you forsaken me? Look at the bulls of Bashan that are surrounding me, these dogs, the enemies that have encompassed my soul. You look, that's a man in training. But look, that's a man who God said, I will make sure from the seed of David, I'm going to raise. He says, from this seed of David, he said, even Jesus will be called son of. Because this man, not because of his family, this man submitted to processes of training. And the good thing is David was not a perfect man, but he submitted himself to the processes of training. And when you look at it, you're able to see the hand of God over that man. So significant because he fell down and died and allowed God to do what he wanted to do through his life.
Thank you so much, Minister Altim. I can see the QCAT team are here and ready. Pastor David and Miss Regina Machar. So we are coming to you shortly. Please don't forget, they've gotten the things ready. It will be closed soon. So if you are sending it in, whether on WhatsApp, the number is +254 702 418 418. Whether it's on the Facebook page comment section, whether it's on the YouTube comment section, send